spot here. They're going to be straight towards B for a spikes down though, so this is a touch and go, push and pull. Victor with 2.
And that's a double duelist coming out for NRG. Ardiis switching over from Roll from Killjoy into this, getting a third one into the map. And NRG comes out strong. Already 2 players only alive for Loud. tuyz looking to get some flank, but Som's already anchoring, watching those rotates. We're sending a message to start things off. Less stuck in spawn on a 5 versus 1. Flash to get the information to peek out, and
is really the front of these strategies, and it looks like Ardiis is getting that first pick with Victor over the shoulder. This is the same as the last strat, just quicker.
As soon as the toxic screen comes down on the attack, NRG moves into the A side. Battle here towards the back of the map. The crossfire is set up for a trade from either end, but saadhak still pushing through inside. There's a fight up towards their E ramp. FiNESSE trying to find the timing, comes across, but Les stops him. There's only 1 player left.
They would let Loud take B, the garage, right?
NRG are still taking time for the hit. Stars are finally coming down onto the A site. And Ardiis dashes in, realizes now that we have an open A site. But is the plant going to be safe?
Poison's off. I've dropped the spike.
Given here to Victor so he could actually charge up onto the showstopper. It's planted at what could now be a new default spot into the A site.
Yeah, a little safer when you don't know Heaven's clear. A lot of utility to be chucked into the site, and it not going to do much. That doesn't even hit behind screen or TV.
Even a Nebula was used, so a lot of utility used by Loud just to try to clear in the back of the map. So less to move into the site. As Victor comes into contact, falls back into the site, and this is such a patient game from NRG. The protocols just run that clock down, keep it in their favor, but we are pinching in for Loud.
Look at that
double stack up to the elbow, and FiNESSE gets the kill of the cauanzin, and you can definitely see it here. The clock's running down. We're not going to it for Loud. NRG's got to get another round.
Absolutely, and looking at ops, Ardiis a little more aggression from aspas on ramp this time.
It's exactly their own default there to take the pressure. A nice little flash hill comes out, an assist from crashies as Ardiis looking to connect up to the second one. Going head-to-head against saadhak. But then
a great guiding light over the top of the coffee house. And Laos is going to make that quick work out of vent.
The satchel to break the crosshair placement, but tuyz is still up there. It's a 2 for 2. Ends up to be an even tally as Victor is going to advance into the site by himself. Again, activating a very late lurk by FiNESSE. Trying to catch the timing on the rotate of cauanzin.
He hears.
Exactly. But now we're in a perfect spot for Victor. Still has the pain shells. It's planted for them towards the garage. Also has a showstopper. Meanwhile, though, same thing. Pain shells for saadhak. Flash about to become available for cauanzin.
I think FiNESSE is waiting to hear that guiding light.
After he hears it, cauanzin still watching towards the mail. The swing comes out, and cauanzin wins it. Now the nades come up. Position given away by Victor. Showstopper already out. And the showstopper rang towards the right side, thinking that he could connect onto that one. But already sticking onto the spike. It's at halfway. It's not really planted for him. He sees it. Now it's blue. And now he comes in for the 4.
Loud is not having any of this ramp control anymore. Less in mid either. And Ardiis goes down again.
Small shields for a couple of players, but aspas staying with the shorty. They want to bring this operator out within the next round.
So Loud have great information on what's happening here due to saadhak's push, but this is a different one from FiNESSE and the rest of the team. They're taking a lot of that mid pressure first and trying to show a different look on this ego for Loud. So close, saadhak coming around. NRG had a lot of trouble against Furia with the eco rounds, losing about 4 or 5 maybe throughout the series. Oh,
saadhak down though, that's delays. Pain shells too, showstopper out. But Victor runs right into him to deny that right away. And now the Seekers comes out too to identify the 3 players of NRG, where they're at, all towards the market. And look at the pacing, look at the rotation. You have to commit now into the A site. There's only 20 seconds left on the clock, and that's Sheriff holding out there. It's aspas and cauanzin. Aspas on the top of Heaven dropping down. Crossfire now set up. Pain shells coming out. 10 seconds left. And a shot comes in for aspas as Victor was trying to jump in. Almost no time left. crashies has to clutch it now, at least inside the site.
He's going to need that heal right away. So Victor becomes the tip of the spear now.
Second hope, Flamestorm available. Redemption to come back and turn around back in their favor. As we mentioned before, the operator is now ready for Loud, but it's far away out towards the B site. So NRG is taking the opportunity to get into A.
Finally in the site.
does get the first kill at the saadhak. Now towards the back, cauanzin gets flooded. As Som picks him off. That'll allow the plant to come down onto the attack.
So
juggling all the weapons around here, but they'll get the plant for energy.
we see why Loud has been playing a bit of a retake. Also, with the smoke and speed they played, they're expecting aspas to have an op. He'll buy it on attack, he'll buy it on defense as he has here. And going that quick can easily shut down an operator. Also, not really wanting to retake with this amount of weaponry. It looks like they're going to hold off in the save here. So NRG should grab another round. Just watch for the exits as they hold off. And really the momentum they were looking for. To see NRG have the slow rounds, but also be able to execute on the fast rounds. I think we're getting Loud thrown off a little bit. And aspas ardiis still finds himself going down. Unlucky on that.
Still trying to go for the chase, the hunt. Trying to take down the operator, but it's not going to happen. You don't want to lose two.
Forward ramp. This is the first time we see Victor go straight up.
Oh, and the judge, it misses.
Does he expect a second?
Fully stunned out of that one too. The second one's behind the boxes, but the rest of NRG decide to move back inside to the A ramp. aspas gets picked off by Victor. We're still trying to fight back towards the A ramp though. There's still cauanzin and less. Looking for a timing when this orb comes down to flash for the double swing. Meanwhile, though, we've taken our time for energy to really get into the site. And the plant now comes down. A fake flash, beautifully done. As Les picks up the kill onto the in-game leader of energy. Plant finally comes down, and that gave a lot of time for the rotate for Loud to happen. 3 players now all grouped up. Some still waiting. W Streamer indeed, watching that rotation, pushing down towards the E ramp. But for Loud, look at them. Always hesitating, moving into the site. The 1v1! W Streamer!
Content. Packing up ramp. Loud has been...
No flash on his support. It's just going to be a walk across. Showstopper out. aspas makes it away, though.
How is he alive?
Back out with the op. Coin to be able to re-peek whenever he wants, but ardiis comes around the back. Headshot as he falls, but there's another player that made it through. Sneaking behind enemy lines, has made it towards health, runs across for the first kill onto crashies, but it gets traded out once again. ardiis is on fire this time around. 3 kills into the round, leaving cauanzin and less. The last 2 players standing. Nice little flash out by cauanzin, but you still have the fundamentals for Loud. Back to a 2 versus 1, but the pit is still up. Les has to walk inside of this if he wants to try to clutch it. But it might be a different story. That op is also in sight, left by the new boxes. He's just going to decide to stay by the ropes.
Yeah.
Also decide to save his weapon, to swing out.
See Victor and ardiis just pop onto the site. Do they play contact this time?
Almost even a fake.
Very different.
Contact, a walk up from cauanzin.
So different.
And ardiis picks him off. The first blood once again for energy. Meanwhile, though, both players are still moving inside the A site. Look at how we're still moving around our map, though, for energy. No rotates coming as of yet for Loud either. It comes down to aspas and trying to anchor towards screens.
Wow.
Up drop coming out from ardiis, trying to land that shot midair.
I have the spike.
We do have the fallback from aspas. Spike now picked up, and the rest of energy now joins into the push. Onto the A site.
Oh.
Victor satcheling in, making sure that nobody's able to push out towards the window. Nice little smoke coming down too. And another clean plant.
Yeah, such a good plan, especially with the way that NRG's exiting towards the ramp area. Having a few members there, really easy to shoot from that position as you retake from the offending side, or attacking side, I should say. Great molly.
Both now pushing out from the screens. aspas connects onto ardiis. Pushing out towards the elbow, upgrading onto weapons, but these players are so low at the bottom of elbow. That's aspas and saadhak trying to move forward. saadhak is the first to fall. And look, the clock's still ticking down. We still haven't made it inside the site. Finally! There's only one left. It's Victor looking at
It would look like a blessing as well for energy with the speed they're doing it. Straight to mid. One of the first times they go fast on this. And Victor with the spam as ardiis becomes just the fly on the wall. They still go. These last few rounds to switch it up have been completely different. A contact into A, one of the first or second rounds they run through mailroom. What a clean first half here from NRG. Still, the retake to happen, a lot of ults to be used from Loud.
That's Seekers and a showstopper from cauanzin and saadhak. Plan about to come down, and Seekers are coming out early. Duel lost here by crashies as aspas is trying to clear back the space, dashing away, and FiNESSE also made it away. Now Seekers with a showstopper trying to get onto the pillar. A flash to allow a peek to come out towards spawn. But Loud still haven't initiated yet. Some winning at the B main. Coming head to head against saadhak and aspas. He loses the first fight here, but it's up to Victor once again. Showstopper out. Finesse lurking out towards the garage. Showstopper misses, but it's back to 1v1. Hey, shells out with Finesse!
Does NRG want to just stop Loud's first attack?
Good luck, Sapphire, with the observing, because we had a lot of frenzies for mid-control, and that's Victor with the first blood onto saadhak. Nice snake bite on the ground to prevent any type of aggression coming out and follow behind that initial push coming out from saadhak.
Victor just get another kill through smoke? Gosh, kind of wild how much he does that. The things come out, they saw him up there.
Exactly. He's already pinged out, trying to make sure that they cover the grounds too.
In the B.
But Som is also there for the support. Yes, there's a trade-off there. He's holding in the back, avoiding the gravity well. Head-to-head soon against aspas. Maybe a double swing with him and tuyz. As it just spotted his opponent cross over towards the pillar.
They have to get it.
Les, meanwhile, does get the pick onto ardiis. There's a big flank coming in from garage too.
Trade.
Delayed enough to allow crashies to get the quarterback sneak.
And that's what we're looking at.
Still trying to get this spike. Oh, that's timing though! Les protects his teammate as tuyz almost got picked off. 22 HP left. Only the El Clasico.
Source this information. Hey, it looks like they actually might walk right into the majority. Nice util use. They actually find finesse. And this just looks like it's going to be a B drop in again. Once more water falling into the site, and they still have a little bit of main and garage control to take care of here before they set up.
Finesse still trying to get a timing. Finding, oh, okay. Another kill through the smoke. Courtesy of Victor, and Finesse walking in. Oh, but they both pull out of the nebula at the last second.
How's he alive? No way!
Down, but there's support there from NRG. Two players pushing through, and somehow this comes back in favor of the defenders. Aspas on a 2 versus 1, and Victor cleans the last.
Attack side, NRG still focusing more of the members on this defensive side of B. And Victor with Showstopper has had such an incredible game. His past series have been incredible, and he just keeps going.
For a split second, I thought I was watching NRG move up towards the A ramp, doing exactly the same thing as he did, but this time around, cauanzin does.
All right, aspas and saadhak are going to be the front on this, but this time they do not have that garage control. It has been open for the most part, and now ardiis has made a home there as the team rotates over. Looks like Loud will have a plant here on the site.
Ooh. ardiis wants to give up the B site. NRG wants to give up the B site as well because they could retake the site with the showstopper.
They're not safe to plant.
So controlling garage is huge. Pressuring back towards garage is going to be important for Loud as well to try to shut down ardiis. There's that swing back across and he wins it.
How do they do this to teams? How does NRG just stall a team when everyone's in sight from planting?
Les is back up though as he gets 2 of his own. Advantage swing back over to Loud as it's once again Les.
Still someone in sight. So towards the right side of the map. Feeling that love Loud's been putting towards mid and mailroom. Put all the numbers in. A quick clear. I don't think that's... Yeah, it actually saw tuyz. tuyz has been here for the majority of the time, so whether that gives confident information to NRG or not is up to them. And here's the push in. aspas all the way through. They're going to expect this. Oh, he saw close. He saw the barrel.
Shorty close. Som can connect back into the Vandal, pushing aspas away. Still survives, looking for the heal here from crashies. The satchel was close. But the pain shells still landing behind him. Back towards the screens. Victor looking for a timing move back towards the lower ramp, and this allows for this backstab to happen thanks to the spray from crashies. The trigger discipline to let out the 2 and a spike.
Wild.
Spike down A.
All this focus because you have ardiis pushing around. It's not a fake. Keep going forward. Victor could just focus on his targets. Now they look for crashies.
13 seconds left. aspas looking for that 1 versus 1 inside
10
screens.
seconds left.
Now as the spike is moving inside sight, ardiis is trying to get the timing there. Delays off the pain shells, but it's too far behind. ardiis manages to come into the flank, though it's up to tuyz or 2 versus 1. And ardiis picks up the...
So I think obviously you use it here. No way. ardiis pushes through the smoke to get a ramp. Okay. All right. They're out of their mind right now, and they're trying to kick Loud right off the top of the pedestal.
That's some aspas things right there, and even a flash allowing for the defenders to pull back, continuing their player advantage. Bladestorm not connecting onto a kill here for aspas. As Loud has to rethink the round back into a mid control.
Still, they're in like a default defensive setup formation, right back to positioning after taking down Les. No over-rotating. Positions covered everywhere. How does Loud get through this, right? Both sides. FiNESSE has done a wonderful job here, as well as Chat and the team, just to organize the destruction of Loud on split.
The thing is that we've used a little bit of utility towards mid for energy, but not too much coming in from the B side. So Loud still doesn't know how many players are stacked here inside B. So for the defensive side, you do have a little bit of breathing room, knowing that you have teammates to support here on Crossfires. And there's that initiation. There's that first kill coming out from Energy. Even the Crossfires and the trades are perfect. Leaving out tuyz. Last player standing, spotted by the Seeker, fully blinded, now with the Bulldog. And the Blade Storm even comes out. He's stunned by the Trailblazer, getting pushed in. Here's the reload, back in natural form, and crashies.
They find there's a few towards that lane side of A, and a mid control to start things off. A lot of damage done.
We are fighting hard. Wow. Low HP on ardiis, as he does capitalize on a kill onto less. So fall back for a bit. The wall already came up here on the defensive side. That is Som with the high tide just to stop the aggression that was coming out from Loud earlier on. Meanwhile, though, Loud has crept up towards A-Long. There's FiNESSE waiting pretty much at secret, at the dugout, waiting to pay passively.
Yeah.
It's a contact play. aspas activating the dash, now spotted, and it's a double push in. But again, ardiis comes in for the instant trade, still at low HP. Cascade to come out, Som pushing through, does get the kill onto aspas. The advantage comes back now for Energy. There's a flank coming. It's Victor waiting, greeted by tuyz. And it's a long-range frenzy that wins it. Back to a 2v2, make that into a swing kill after saadhak gets that pick onto ardiis.
Som now in the clutch situation. The average for the league is 15%. Som is tied for first in clutches with none other than Leaf. W streamer, W clutcher, can he do it here?
But the plant comes down, takes out the first one, down at low HP. So the percentage play is gonna get a little bit shorter if you can't get these kills. Now spots both of them just by the pillar. Cascade to come out, trying to dance around. Here's the reload. Looking for that time and across. Is that the Cascade comes down? It's tuyz.
Oh, they're not going to expect a lot of people on that right side.
It's going to be a flash pick on both ends. And it's greeted left and right. tuyz answers back, and through the smoke, the spike falls down. aspas has 12 HP.
30 seconds
left.
left.
Up there for the support. As now that there's 25 seconds left.
Wow.
You have to commit now into the B site if you want to move into the B site. Som readjusting his position back behind the screens. Again, it is such low HP and there's more deniability. The wall coming out from the toxic screen, as now we have to commit very soon. There's the first contact coming in for the B link. The spike once again falls, courtesy of ardiis, who looks for a second battle here. Finally, the plant gets activated, but now it has to be let go. Maybe go for some sort of hit if they can catch some players off guard.
All right, reckoning out. That clears Art, so they got to clear back right side if they go in.
FiNESSE did a good job, though, putting a snake bite on the ground, separating that push through. It's a split coming in from Art and also on A main from Loud. Orb to come up from the Cove, a plant coming in from both angles at Art and also at Long.
Yeah.
First blood comes in favor of less. Low HP, cauanzin stays towards the church for the heal.
Oh, he's not
High tide comes out, here comes the bloodbath.
Oh my god, that heal almost got him killed.
A flash comes out as cauanzin holds towards the church across her with aspas, and it's good for a couple of kills. But finally, NRG start answering back. crashies and Victor, nanostorm on the ground, delaying even more for the attempt of the read. On every single one of these rolls, week after week. ardiis trying to do the same as it connects onto less. No lurk available now for Loud. So any high tide that we see has to be a commitment, and it's already been used early at the beginning of this round for Loud. aspas looking for an opening, high in the air, but FiNESSE is playing close. Traded off though by tuyz.
Reckoning and Seekers here for Energy.
They're okay to let the plant go.
Yeah.
Pushing in towards the flowers. aspas is trying to break the rotation across.
Oh, reckoning down.
Does connect there onto Som. Victor trying to get the pick back. As you saw aspas looking for the escape, looking for cover. And after the Cove breaks, ardiis lines up 2 kills. Seekers following onto tuyz on the 3 versus 1. Still, we have all of Victor's utility. Now minus the turret picked off, but that gives the information away now for Energy players to get ready. 2 of them playing inside the dugout. Loud still looking to play the contact.
Permitting.
Now finally giving their position away by a high tide coming out, blocking the back of the site. And here's the attempt for a plant down. The sprays comes across, counter sprays coming out from aspas, and the Cove now
30 seconds left.
will secure at least a plant for Loud.
Spike planted.
aspas still trying to spray through towards the church,
Reckoning's there.
You should run.
but there's an attacker lockdown. Cauanzin though gets the pick.
Got your trail.
There's a big lurk from Som. He has to win this fight. Cascade is now out on a 2 versus 1. And now with him falling down, that's the lockdown that will stay up and activated. Detaining one, dropping Victor, and it's up to FiNESSE on a 5 versus 1. FiNESSE looking for some exits.
One.
Less falls. And of course, this guarantees the round now for Loud. FiNESSE deciding if he wants to make it expensive or just want to save his weapon. And he'll vote for the latter. As Loud, there's a switch on positioning too from the off. What? Just get the wall bang there onto saadhak. Instant heal, falls back, and now this is still Loud pushing through. Crashes playing the off angle at the bottom of the drop, trying to swing out onto timing here as Victor gets a kill onto less. Meanwhile, the operator has fallen. That was a glass cannon from ardiis. And as it comes through, it's crashes with the Guardian, who gets 2 kills, finally answered back by aspas. Dashing in, closing in. It's only one player alive. It's aspas close range who does get the headshot, but he's low on HP.
Oh my gosh.
That would have been funny.
Dare do that. Holy aspas, ready to win this one. Almost activated, it seems, right now as he confidently moves. But to the door. But to Victor's eyesight.
It also allows for him to at least push Loud over towards the A site. With this timing, a pit comes out. The execution still comes in though for Loud, attempting to push inside of this pit, attempting to get it down from FiNESSE. Som also moves in with the shorty. Gets picked off, low HP is gonna be saadhak, trying to clear off the areas. Lockdown now coming through, picked off, but the lockdown is still up. The attackers have to try to push in right now as the pit is about to fall. saadhak connects onto
30
FiNESSE.
seconds left.
Now that there's 30 seconds left though, still the whole map to play with the 2-player advantage. Yes, 2 players get locked down.
Oh my.
So this is actually pretty good. This force is now allowed to move out towards long B.
ardiis.
And that's ardiis with 2 kills. But now overcomes. So we continue the back and forth from round after round. ardiis rotating back, repositioning himself towards the B long, and connects onto cauanzin.
A connect just on contact there. And now the wall to slow him down, Van Stilly. The 5v4 conversion maybe here. ardiis still up in sight.
Spray through the smoke, turn to spot aspas on the top of the screens. Now looking for the spray back. Som connects with a second one.
Last player standing.
An alert doesn't work out. Only 1 player left to go. And it's tuyz. 1 away from the reckoning.
30 seconds left.
There's chaos. All crashies trying to move forward.
Looks like they want it again.
Yep. Cold play would be actually really good here for tuyz because that would allow for the reckoning to happen and to delay that clock down if they get the spike. Turret now picked off, allowing aspas to move forward with support here from cauanzin. They want to fight towards the back holes. tuyz falls out to the spike, but at least Loud has pushed in to take the advantage, pushing out towards the spawn too. And it's Som by himself, waiting for the cavalry to arrive, waiting for his teammates to rotate for him. He's looking for the play. Does connect there onto cauanzin, but he gets damaged himself. The support finally comes out. Cascade also pushing towards A main, and there's that flash. ardiis looking for a pick! And he does get onto aspas. But cauanzin's also there. The 3 versus 2. It's up to Som and crashies here for NRG. As cauanzin's making that 1v1 duel. The pinch across here, trying to close it in, and it works out. Beautiful play from the Cascade for the pinch. Back to a 2v2, but it's still nanoswarms onto the spike. Even a turret to come into contact. Things are looking really good now for Loud. And that's going to be now NRG deciding to fall back. Save the operator into the next round. But that was a battle and a half into the A site.
1 enemy remaining.
Vamos from the crowd there as Loud picks up.
When it comes down to playing, attempting to play the retake, they're really staying back towards the dugout. So they took the pressure towards the back of the site to let that happen. ardiis looking for a pick. Another one to the smoke. aspas once again gets shut down. The reckoning comes out.
They're gonna play in front of it.
We're trying to fight back. ardiis somehow through the tuck screen connects with the second one.
Oh, this is messy.
Hit by a seeker, but it's still Loud being held back, pushed back towards the pillar. That's going to nullify the reckoning. That's going to nullify the seekers too.
The harbor wall goes up. Gas goes down. They're delaying so well.
Yeah.
And Victor's on the flank. And with no pressure coming out now from Loud into the B site, Victor is just holding the off angle, catches the first one. Back to the last one! Yes!
Tepki says, yeah, you might be right, actually. It's a little too quiet, but they're right up on. Aspas can hear this. He's calling it.
He's doing the same thing as Ardiis, getting in front of that utility from NRG, but it's not connected onto the kill. Ardiis dashing in and trying to clear out the site. Now towards the generator. It's a 1-for-1. High Tide now comes up. We still have more trade after towards the site. Yeah, the spike falls down, and crashies looking to backstab some players. Off the reload, tuyz looking for the timing. As it's up to saadhak. 1 versus 1 today.
Stay loud, stay proud, as he's giving this team audibles mid-rounds and everything they can to get around FiNESSE's mind. This push towards B now for Loud, so they can start to structure themselves towards that mid-A area, giving an early advantage to map control. Let's see if it works out for them.
I suggest you move.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you definitely see it here from the floating perspective of our observers. You definitely do have tuyz moving back,
nice scaling,
allowing Ardiis to move forward into the site with the rest of NRG for a plant. But look at all the rotations coming in from Loud. Eventually going to be a triple pushback from Art. Victor getting closed in. Now looking for that battle. Connects. So aware, but at least there's cauanzin there. So it's actually a quad flank just to stop Victor.
This retake.
Big flashes coming across. Poison orb up. Just to try to delay it once again, but NRG staying strong here on the pulse plant situation.
Nice flash.
cauanzin then finally answers back onto FiNESSE, so that is no more snake bite onto the pulse plant. Ardiis and crashies fighting inside the door and inside the poison orb. It's all up to left. There's no time. NRG will be able to...
utility protecting. We might see that a bit here at B as they go pretty fast down long.
And difficult here for Loud to do the same thing as NRG, because you only have Guardians to try to spray across the cascade, allowing Victor to move forward and get a lockdown. Trying to get a last-second kill for Loud as they decide finally to pull back. The dash across, Ardiis gets control of the back of the site. The cold plant comes in for Som. It's back to the classic plays of playing the pulse plant. 2 players from long, 1 watching the flank. But the change here for NRG is that they have a lot of pressure coming in from the back of the halls, but it's blocked out by a high tide. Aspas trying to close in. Som gets the first blood into the round. Finally, it took so long before the first kill came in, but now it's NRG all across the board. Only 2 players left. For Les, who fights back. Som trying to look for another one, and Les gets 3 into the round. There's the Cove that comes out, and there's no Nano Swarm because we've actually lost Victor. Breaking the Cove now, tuyz on a 2v1. Ardiis comes of round number 18 between these 2 Titans.
I've got your trail.
Not too much B-Link play throughout this entire series, but it's up to Ardiis. He starts off on Les. The B hit underway.
Reckoning on both ends. And the battle comes in on the B site. It's a 1-for-1 at least. 15 seconds left. We still have the lockdown available as Ardiis continues to rain fury inside sight.
Last player standing.
Bro, there's just no chance for Loud to set up for any type of delay. saadhak on a 3 versus 1.
You stay down.
Yeah,
like Victor, but Victor's putting
spot anybody here for NRG. So this is an opportunity here for them to understand that it's a much more passive play, at least if there's players playing inside Art.
I'm amazed they want to go for this, and they're not expecting to just get their faces shotgunned off.
They got a Trailblazer for this too, just to clear out the spot, right? And there it is. It's pushing out their opponent. That's Ardiis moving in with the Blaze Storm, and that's the kill. Perfect play there for NRG to clear out the pit, but Aspas is already there in the back of the site.
Can he get it?
Trying to get the weapon there, picks it up behind the wall. Just get the plant down now for NRG.
He's down, very low. 17 for Aspas here as they set up for the defensive play. They need to get cauanzin over here so they can get the flashes.
That's a big ult.
The lockdown will help to time for this now. That is a huge ult. Can he escape over? No, Victor has to run.
It's saadhak with the Vandal here, so they're trying to close in against him. As he turns away, the timing on that one. The spike will go off here, and saadhak's still holding his angle, but meanwhile, the Red Hot Loud are pushing into the A site. So now you have to fight back, but there's already a high tide up there. Trying to get a timing out of this one. Sticking it, because we also have the Cove. It's being full stick by Loud.
Thrifty! They do it again! No! They'll find a guiding light. And I think that's exactly what NRG wants. Get a bit of this info. The rush! Oh, he still hits Ardiis! With that in his face.
Took a while for him to get the operator into this map, and finally as he gets it, pays dividend. But there's a lurk coming through, and that's Victor out from Art. Now his blood gets painted onto the walls instead. Answered back by less. Tuyz in the back of the site though. As NRG are storming through. Beautiful flash from cauanzin. As FiNESSE was not blinded, trying to get the kill.
Yeah.
Seekers then coming out. Player disadvantage for NRG. Trailblazer then coming out here from the defense. It actually does hit some. Jumping with the shorty. Connects. Now on a 2v2. Fighting towards the back of the site. He continues to hold W. And does get the kill back. Advantage that comes through. And Saab
Increasing it this time. If you're finding that groove at this time, it is one of the best times of the season to do it. Once more to be. NRG look for a strat that could finalize this map.
and a standard one at that. Reckoning to clear out the site. Nanostorm's out on a defense, but Ardiis still made it towards the back of B Halls. Full execution once again. Lockdown to delay even more. That's placed early by Victor. Nothing to counter, nothing to delay, except for less. Punishing Ardiis as he was trying to get some ground control back towards spawn. Making things a little bit easier for Loud for the retake. Double flank coming out now for Loud. And FiNESSE is looking for opportunities to delay and puts a perfect snake bite down with support. Here is now the high tide coming out from the defenders.
There's two back
Roll
hall still.
back here from the B link. The tap onto the spike, the push forward. The shorties does not connect. But players are still playing now. There's no time. There's no time for this one. We have the stick and we won't get it. NRG will get the series. It took all the energy to overcome them on the second map. But they do it with this victory, clinching the playoff spot.
Loud find their first loss from the squad of NRG from Chet and crew.